Bible verse. I think, very powerful in this way, as in, right? It says, if you are giving, if you are doing something for others, I know pastors use 2 Corinthians 9:7. You must each decide in your heart how much to give, and don't give reluctantly or in response to pressure, for God loves a person who gives cheerfully. This verse for tithes and offerings and stuff like that. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't got no tithes or offerings. But I think what this one is saying is, if you don't got that, if you ain't giving genuinely, whether it's your like work, whether it's your heart, whatever it is, your love, any of that, if you ain't giving genuinely, then it's kind of useless. It's kind of pointless. It's not going to be received very well. Why? Because you know what? If you think about it, if your heart ain't there, it's worthless. There's no value in it. But see, if your heart is there, especially in the things that you give, whether it's your talents, your time, your service, whatever it is, your skills, whatever that you give, if you give it wholeheartedly, genuinely, and with love and compassion and care and carefulness and all these different things, then it will be received in such an amazing way. But see, if you do not give in such a way, if you do not give with an open heart, with a loving heart, then what you are doing, it's pointless. It's pointless. And I hate to say that, but it really is. Because, let's say someone does something for you, but they complain about it. They're just like, I ain't really about it. You kind of don't feel like, maybe they did a good job, but you will not feel like they really put their heart and soul into it. It's just kind of like they just did it out of guilt or whatever it is, and that's not a good feeling. See, that's what you gotta give out of love. You are stronger than you believe, smarter than you think. See, all these things is a mentality thing. Are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. This is by Anonymous. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think. Right? People make you believe all these different things, right? And you're stronger than you seem. All these different things, they come into play. It's a mentality thing. People will tell you what they want to tell you to bring you down. They'll destroy your mentality. See, that's why you got to start to believe in yourself, because people, they'll see you how they want to see you sometimes, whether you be doing good or not. And that's the thing. People are going to hate. People are going to hate. They ain't going to support you. They ain't going to love you. They ain't going to show any of that sometimes. Sometimes you got to be your biggest fan. You got to be your own biggest fan, your own biggest supporter. You got to be your own motivator, your own hype man. Because sometimes we don't have that. Sometimes you ain't going to have that person there for you. Some of us, we're lucky and we're blessed to have those people with us, but not every single one of us is going to be there. Not every single one of us is going to have those opportunities. Not every single one of us is going to be able to achieve that, have the circle like that, right? But see, it's a mentality thing. You got to build your mentality to something bigger, right? Something that's going to overcome the haters. It's going to overcome all the opposition, the enemies, everything that you need to overcome. You got to get your mental straight. You got to get your mental strong. Because if you don't, you're going to be defeated time and time again. I promise you, you don't want to be defeated. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without, right? And this one might be a little confusing. Maybe you might take more of a vanity approach to it. You could. But like Confucius, better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. I think the best thing to really kind of like dive into this and really break it down is to think about it this way, right? A pebble, you can find a pebble everywhere, right? You can find a pebble just walking outside. There's nothing special about it. They're everywhere. But a diamond is a little bit more rare to find. The value is way, way higher. The worth is way, way higher. And it takes pressure to make a diamond, right? See, you could be a pebble and you could just have people walk all over you all the time. And your value is just gonna be that, just a stepping stone, a pushover. People just gonna walk all over you. Or you could be a diamond and you let all the pressures and everything around you form you into this beautiful diamond, right? You are this little piece of coal, pressurized, formed into a diamond. See, that's who you are. See, that's when the worth and the value comes into play. That's when it's truly made. Once you've been through some stuff, once you overcame some stuff, once you know that you survived, and now you're on a whole other level. Now you're doing amazing. Now there's some value in you. Now there's some worth in you. So where do you go from here? That's when you take it to the next level and you know where you are and what you are now. So discomfort is always a necessary part of the enlightenment. See, if we don't go through discomfort, if we don't go through these uncomfortable situations, Pearl Cleage, discomfort is always a necessary part of the process of enlightenment. Discomfort is always a necessary part of the process of enlightenment. Situations, if we don't get out of our comfort zone, will we truly be able to get that enlightenment? Will we truly be able to be enlightened? Will we be able to kind of make it to that next level? Because the thing is, we have to get out of our comfort zone at times. Sometimes that discomfort, it's going to reveal a lot to us. Our eyes will be open to something new. Our eyes will be open to something more important. But we got to get to that level. We got to get to that point. And I know being discomfort, I know going through something uncomfortable, it sucks, it's scary. I understand that. But if we don't go through these situations where we are uncomfortable, where we are, scared, terrified, then when are we going to truly grow? When are we truly going to evolve, level up, advance into our next self, become a better person, become a better version of ourselves? Because if we don't ever get to that enlightenment, if we don't ever get past that comfort zone, if we don't ever get past that level of discomfort, the enlightenment may not come. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but we can't just wait around hoping it does. We got to go through life and we got to keep growing. We got to keep leveling up. We got to keep becoming a better version of ourselves and not just give up, and keep striving to be better and better and better until the last day we breathe our last breath on this earth. Too many of us, we ain't living our dreams. Too many of us, we are actually living our nightmares. We are living our fears. What does that really mean, right? Because we have these certain goals for ourselves, right? Les Brown, too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. But we ain't striving to live our dream. We ain't striving to make our dreams come true, make our dreams become a reality. We are so comfortable. We are so stagnant. We are so, lazy that we just settle for our worst fears. We settle for our worst dreams. We settle for our worst nightmares. Right? We ain't striving to be better. We ain't striving to be at the next level. We're complacent. We're here. We settled to live in our fears. Right? We just settled to live in our fears, and I understand that, because every single one of us has done it. Some of us are doing it now. Some of us have done it in the past. But whatever the case may be, there should be a wake-up call. When are you going to go live your dream? When are you going to start striving and fighting for your dream life, right? And I ain't talking about mansions or anything like that, but some realistic goals that you could set for yourself that you are going to achieve. That's the important part. But see, a lot of us, we're so used to just settling. We're so used to just being like, us, whatever. We ain't got that drive to fight for what we believe in, that drive to fight for what we truly want. We just settle, and we just live these miserable lives. Why? When you could be living your dream, you could be living your dream life and being so happy and filled with joy. Why are you so complacent? Believe with all your heart that you could do everything that you were born to do, everything that you were destined to do, everything that you know that you can do, everything that God has set out for you. Believe with all. Orison Swett Martin. Believe with all your heart that you will do what you were made to do. Believe with all your heart that you will do what you were made to do. Your heart that you could achieve it. Come on, y'all. See, this is when belief really needs to be a main factor in your life. This is when belief needs to be something influential, something that is so impactful. It changes the way you move. It just changes everything about you. But if you ain't got no belief, if you ain't got no will to believe in the abilities that God has given you to be able to achieve the things that God has in store for you, then you need to evaluate your life. You need to get into some meditation, into some prayer. Surround yourself with people, with some believers. And I ain't talking about in a Christian sense. I'm talking about people that have strong belief systems, people that believe truly, so full-heartedly in themselves that, man, they manifest everything that they work for. It, they believe so hard, and it becomes true. See, that's where your mindset needs to be at. You need to get to the point where you're like, know what? I'm gonna be there. Know what? I'm gonna do what I need to do. I am going to achieve what I'm going to achieve. I am that person. My skills have got me this far. My skills are going to take me even further. But see, if you don't believe in it, if your beliefs are weak, whack, then where you going to go? Where you going to go? They need to be at a level that takes you to the next level. They need to be your focal point. They need to be the thing that drives you. Come on, y'all. Come on.